Welcome to Clear English Daily.
Your daily podcast for simple and confident English speaking. Hey everyone, welcome to Clear English Podcast, where we talk about the invisible walls that keep English learners stuck.
And I'm Mike.
So today I want to talk about something that I think is silently destroying your English journey.
What is it?
Comparison. You comparing your English to everyone else's English.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. Do you do it?
All the time. I meet someone who speaks English and immediately I'm like, wow, they're so much better than me.
And what happens after you think that?
Honestly, I kind of give up in that moment.
You give up?
Yeah, like, what's the point of me trying if they're already so fluent?
So you stop speaking.
I become quiet. I listen. I don't participate as much.
And I think that's the thing nobody talks about. Comparison is literally making your English worse.
How?
Because when you're focused on how bad you are compared to someone else, you're not focused on actually speaking and improving.
So it's blocking you from progress?
It's completely blocking you from progress. You're paralyzed by comparison instead of energized by your own growth.
So today we're talking about how to stop doing that?
That's exactly what we're talking about today. How to stop comparing and start celebrating what you can do. Before we go deeper, one small thing.
Very small.
If you've ever felt like your English isn't good enough compared to someone else, please subscribe and tap like. This episode is for you.
And in the comments, tell us something real. When was the last time you compared your English to someone else's and felt bad about it?
Just tell us, don't hide it.
We want to hear from you. Write one sentence about that moment.
We read every comment.
Okay, so let me ask you something. When you compare yourself to someone else, what are you actually comparing?
What do you mean?
Like, are you comparing everything or specific things?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I compare different things at different times.
Tell me.
Sometimes I compare pronunciation, like they sound so natural and I sound like, I don't know, like I'm reading from a textbook.
So you're comparing how you sound.
Yes, or sometimes I compare speed. They talk so fast and I'm slow. I think so long before I speak.
So the speed bothers you?
The speed makes me feel like I'm broken or something, like something is wrong with me.
But there's nothing wrong with you.
I know that intellectually, but when I'm in a conversation with someone who speaks really fast, my brain tells me something is wrong.
So your brain is lying to you.
Yeah, basically my brain is lying to me, and I believe it every time. Let me tell you what happened to me last month.
What?
I was at a professional meeting. There was a woman from another country. She was speaking English.
Okay.
And her English was absolutely beautiful. She was confident, she was fast, she knew all the right words.
So what did you think?
I thought, I will never speak like that. Why am I even trying?
Really?
Really. And for the entire meeting, I barely said anything.
Did anyone ask you to contribute?
Yes, my boss asked me a question, and I was so focused on how bad my English was compared to that woman that I could barely answer.
What did you say?
I said something short and then shut up. I was so embarrassed.
But you knew the answer.
I knew the answer perfectly, but I was so busy comparing myself that I couldn't even think.
So the comparison actually made you perform worse.
It made me perform so much worse. If I had just focused on the question and answered, I would have sounded fine.
But you didn't.
I didn't. I was too busy being angry at myself for not being as good as her. And after the meeting, I was furious.
At who?
At myself. I went home and I was like, why can't you just speak English like a normal person?
That's harsh.
It is harsh, and it's what I do to myself constantly.
So you beat yourself up.
I beat myself up. I compare myself to everyone, and I never celebrate anything I actually do well.
Do you remember what you said in that meeting? Was it actually good?
You know what? It probably was, but I was so focused on not being as good as her that I didn't even notice.
So you can't see your own progress because you're looking at someone else's.
That's exactly it. I can't see my own progress because I'm staring at someone else's fluency. And here's the crazy part.
What?
That woman at my meeting probably compares herself to someone else too.
Really?
I guarantee it. Everyone does this. Everyone thinks someone else is better.
So even fluent people do it?
Even fluent people do it. I have a friend who speaks English incredibly well, like native level good.
Okay.
And you know what she told me? She feels like her English isn't as good as her colleagues.
But she's already amazing.
Right? But there's always someone to compare to. There's always someone better.
So comparison is endless?
Comparison is a trap. You can never win because there's always someone further ahead.
So what's the solution?
The solution is to change what you're comparing.
What do you mean?
Instead of comparing yourself to other people, compare yourself to yourself.
To myself?
Compare your English today to your English 6 months ago. That's the only comparison that matters.
So I'm looking at my own progress.
You're looking at your own progress. Can you speak longer now? Can you understand more? Can you have conversations you couldn't have before?
Those are the things that matter?
Those are the only things that matter. Everything else is just noise in your head. Let me tell you what changed for me.
What?
I decided to stop looking at other people's English and start looking at my own journey.
How did you do that?
I literally had to tell myself, stop comparing.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. And it was hard at first because the comparison was so automatic.
So what happened?
But every time I caught myself comparing, I would ask myself a different question.
What question?
I would ask, what am I better at now than I was before?
And what would you answer?
At first, I couldn't think of anything. My brain was too focused on what was wrong.
But then
I forced myself to find one thing, one small thing I'm better at.
Like what?
Like, I can understand movies now without subtitles. I couldn't do that a year ago.
That's something.
That's huge, actually. But I never noticed it because I was too busy comparing my accent to someone else's accent.
So you started celebrating your wins.
I started noticing my wins, and that changed everything.
How?
When you start noticing your progress, you get motivated to keep going.
Instead of being discouraged by someone else.
Instead of being destroyed by comparison. It's such a different feeling. And here's the thing I realized about people I compare myself to.
What?
I don't know their story. I don't know how long they've been studying. I don't know if they were born speaking English.
You're comparing apples to oranges.
Exactly. I'm comparing my current self to someone else's current self, but I don't know their starting point.
So it's not even fair.
It's not fair at all. That woman at my meeting, I found out later she lived in an English-speaking country for 5 years.
Oh.
Right? I was comparing myself to someone with 5 years of immersion experience.
But you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I just saw her fluency and assumed something was wrong with me.
So you were being unfair to yourself.
I was being incredibly unfair to myself. And I think that's what most English learners do.
What do you mean?
They see someone who speaks well, and they assume it means they themselves are bad. But they don't know that person's journey.
So everyone has a different journey?
Everyone has a completely different journey. Your journey is unique to you.
So I should focus on my own path?
You should focus only on your own path. Forget about everyone else.
But how do I do that when they're right in front of me?
That's the hard part. Your instinct is to look at them and compare.
So how do you fight that instinct?
You have to consciously redirect your attention.
How?
When you catch yourself comparing, you stop and ask, am I better than I was before?
And that shifts your focus?
It shifts your focus from them to you, from their progress to your progress.
And that feels different?
It feels so much different. It feels empowering instead of defeating. Let me tell you what's really interesting.
What?
When you stop comparing yourself to others, something weird happens.
What?
You actually start to genuinely celebrate when other people do well.
You do?
You do, because you're not threatened by their success anymore.
You're not competing?
You're not competing. English fluency isn't a competition. There's not a limited amount of it.
There's enough for everyone?
There's infinite fluency available. Someone else being fluent doesn't take away from your ability to be fluent.
So you can celebrate them and yourself?
You can celebrate both, and it feels so much better.
When did you realize this?
After I stopped comparing myself to that woman, I actually started to like her.
You didn't like her before?
I resented her. I thought her fluency was a reflection of my failure.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't at all. Her fluency was just her journey. It had nothing to do with me.
So you became friends?
We became friends. And you know what? I learned so much from her because I was finally actually listening instead of comparing.
So the comparison was blocking you from learning.
The comparison was blocking me from everything, from learning, from connecting, from growing.
So if you stop comparing,
If you stop comparing, you open up the possibility for so much growth. Okay, let's slow down and look at the important words we use today.
yes, let's do the vocabulary.
You can listen or repeat if you like. No pressure at all.
First word, comparison. Comparison is when you look at two things and see how they're different or the same.
For example, stop comparison with other people. Only compare yourself to your past self.
Or comparison is the thief of joy. It steals your happiness.
Repeat. Comparison.
Next, paralyzed. When you're paralyzed, you feel frozen. You can't move or act.
For example, I was paralyzed by comparison. I couldn't even speak in the meeting.
Or fear of judgment paralyzed him in conversations.
Repeat. Paralyzed. Next, intellectual. Intellectual means something you understand with your brain. You know it logically.
For example, I know intellectually that I'm improving, but my emotions tell me I'm not.
Or, she understood intellectually that comparison was unhealthy.
Repeat, intellectual. Next, fluency. Fluency is when you can speak smoothly and naturally without too much thinking.
For example, fluency is a journey, not a destination.
Or, everyone's path to fluency is different.
Repeat, fluency. Next, progress. Progress is when you move forward, when you get better or improve.
For example, my progress might look different from someone else's progress.
Or, you can't see your own progress when you're looking at someone else.
Repeat, progress. Next phrase, beat yourself up. When you beat yourself up, you criticize yourself harshly.
For example, I used to beat myself up for not speaking well.
Or, don't beat yourself up. You're doing better than you think.
Repeat, beat yourself up. Next phrase, redirect your attention. When you redirect attention, you move your focus from one thing to another.
For example, when you compare, redirect your attention to your own progress.
Or, she redirected her attention from others to herself.
Repeat, redirect your attention. Next, resent. When you resent someone, you feel anger or bitterness towards them.
For example, I resented her because I thought her fluency made me look bad.
Or, he resented people who seemed to succeed easily.
Repeat, resent.
And our last word, immersion. Immersion is when you are completely surrounded by something.
For example, she had 5 years of English immersion in another country.
Or, full immersion in English helps you improve faster.
Repeat, immersion.
So, those are our 9 words for today. Pick one and try to use it this week.
Write a sentence in the comments with one of these words.
Every time you listen, your brain catches something new.
Okay, so here's what we want you to try.
This week,
The next time you feel yourself comparing your English to someone else's, stop
just pause for a second.
and ask yourself one question.
Ask yourself, am I better at English now than I was 6 months ago?
And then answer that question honestly. Can you understand more? Can you speak more? Can you do things now that you couldn't do before?
Find one thing.
Find one small thing, just one, that you're better at now.
That's your homework?
That's your homework. Stop comparing to others. Start celebrating your own progress.
And notice how it feels?
Notice how it feels when you shift your focus from them to you. Notice the difference. And if you want to share with us, write in the comments. Finish this. One thing I'm better at in English now compared to 6 months ago is blank, and I'm proud of myself because blank.
2 blanks. Your achievement, your reason to be proud.
When you write it down, you make it real. You celebrate it.
We read every comment.
We do. We see people celebrating their own progress instead of comparing.
And if today made sense to you, please share this episode.
Send it to someone who compares themselves to others and feels bad about their English.
Someone who thinks their English isn't good enough.
Because you might help them understand that their journey is unique and beautiful.
Tap like, subscribe, and share.
Your English journey is yours alone, not anyone else's.
I really mean that. Stop looking at where they are and start looking at how far you've come.
Because you have come so far already, and you're still going.
That's worth celebrating.
That's everything worth celebrating.
I'm Mike.
I'm Sarah. Thank you for being here.
Stop comparing. Start celebrating yourself.